So if you're not getting any high quality leads while running Facebook ads and it feels like you're just burning through money, then you're at the right place. I'll show you how you can fix this by going over the 3 most important components while setting up a campaign. The first thing of your ads is your targeting. Now, the basic rule for all of your ads is just leaving everything open. From now on, you will not use any targeting in your ads or the setup of your campaign. That's where identity hooking will come into play. The only thing that you might need to look at is the location targeting and the gender and age target. So for example, if you're selling a local service that is actually an offline service, then it will make sense to add some targeting options. For example, if you're doing women's pedicure or Brazilian wax, then it would make sense to only target women, since your clientele or your ideal client is only women. And then for example, you can add a location targeting of a radius between 15 kilometers to 20 kilometers. That way you actually target the people that are willing to come to you. A Brazilian wax or a pedicure, I can imagine that not everyone will drive more than 30 minutes to get there and to get it done. Now we'll go over to the second part, which is actually one of the most crucial parts. It's the ad itself. A really good ad increases the volume of leads, the quality of the leads, as well as drives down all the ad costs and the cost per lead. The ad itself is 3 crucial components. The ad itself, so a video or a photo that you'll use, the ad copy, and then the headline of the ad itself. So of course, the most important part is the ad itself. So the video or the photo that you will be using, because that's the first thing that people look at when scrolling on their feed. So the ad needs to be a scroll stopper. So if someone looks at the ad, they know it's for them and that they're already intrigued. And that's where identity hooking comes into play. With identity hooking, you're actually calling out your ideal target audience. So for example, if you're a fitness coach and you're targeting entrepreneurs to get a better healthy life, the hook of your video, so the first 3 seconds, can be something like, if you're an entrepreneur and want to get in shape or have more energy throughout the day, then we can help you get it. That way you filter out people who are not in your target audience and you tell Facebook to look for these kind of people to really get the highest quality leads. The same applies to the photo. Instead of using a hook for the video, so the first 3 seconds, the hook of a photo is actually the headline that you will be using. This is where you will reinstate your offer or the benefits of your service. Again, for example, with the personal trainer, just include a headline: wanted 5 New York based women that want to get in shape. That way, again, you indicate to people scrolling on the feed that if they're not a woman and they don't want to get in shape, then they're not going to click on the ad. The same principle actually applies to the copy and the headline of the ad. What I like to do is use the hook or the call out in the headline again, but in a different format. So for example, again, with the personal trainer, get in shape within 3 weeks. And in the copy, I would put something like, if you're based in New York and you want to get in shape, then here's how you can achieve it. Just make sure that for the body copy that you call out the ideal client in the first 2 sentences, because then they will need to click on read more, which is already a drop-off friction, which is not a good thing. Now, the last part is the lead form that you're using that is linked to the ad account itself. Of course, if you're new and you haven't run any ads before and you don't have a lot of data to base yourself on, then I would use the least amount of friction. So that means not asking too many questions. So how you structure it is you have a short intro of the offer again and their desired state if they claim the offer. So what they will get out of working with you or buying your product or your service. After that, I will make sure to really ask their first name, last name, and their phone number and email address, because those are the most important data points to get in contact with them. Now, if you're noticing that if you start running these ads and the people that fill out these lead forms are not of the highest quality, then I would just start implementing more questions, asking them different things. For example, for a roofing company, a solar company, that was a client of ours, we started asking of how their house was positioned. Was it to the north side, east, southwest? How big was their house? Are there any trees in the area, etc.? Because that way it increases the friction, but it really shows you that people, if they fill it out, that they're committed to having a call with you. So that is it. And if you start implementing these things, you will start generating higher quality leads once again. But if you want to know an extra little secret about leads forms that we use for our client, make sure to click on the video that is linked here and I'll see you in the next one.